Before we start, we're from Newi's Black Squad team. A lot of you guys been telling us that this game is just a fake game that we are not going to launch on Steam, but it is true. We're going to launch this on Steam. So we just want to verify that we really are working in Newi's and gonna open this Black Squad on Steam this June, maybe on June or July. So just to verify, I will show you my business card first. This is, oh, wait.
Oh.
Here, there you go. This is him, and this is me.
ใช่จับที่นี้
Newis. Okay. I'm the project manager of the Black Squad, and he's the project manager of the Black Squad too. I am Brian Yoontae Kim, and his name is
กังลงดี
maybe he doesn't have an English name, so you just can call him Lee. You just can call me Brian, okay? Okay, so let's start with the stream. So number one question. Will servers support high tick rate like CSGO to allow for the best hit detection available? For this one, we do have the settings on the developer side, but we have to talk with the developer if we're going to open it to have a better connection rate. Okay, so for the second question, will you support multiple dedicated servers for private rooms so players can select their home region for competitive play? For this one, we're on the release date, we're going to have 3 different servers, which is going to be 2 on the North America, which is going to be in the region of Oregon, Virginia, and 1 on the Frankfurt, Germany. So everyone on the Europe region will be able to play without any kind of lags, I believe. And for the North American region, I think it's going to be good also. And I've got a lot of questions. Our team got a lot of questions that to open a server in Brazil server, we thank you so much that a lot of guys are supporting us in Brazil. I love you, Brazil. Our next goal will be to open a server in Brazil if we do have a lot of users in Brazil also. So don't worry too much. That's our first goal. Okay, next questions. Are you planning to add a Battle Eye as an anti-cheat program? It's the best anti-cheat available on the market, and they have the highest detection rates in the world. Yes, we just have not just a month ago we have contacted a Battle Eye, and we've been starting to integrate Battle Eye onto our Black Squad once we launch in Steam. Okay. Next one. Will you enable players to toggle off aim punch? I have played Black Squad Korea, and you shake a lot when you get shot. Would the developers consider adding a feature to remove this? It takes away skill and add lugs. For these questions, we've been talking with our team a lot, but isn't it unfair if you shoot your opponent and your opponent doesn't shake and he shoots you back? Right? So we think it's fair if someone shoots you and if he shakes while he gets hit, so he's not going to shoot you back that fast and he's not going to kill you that fast. Next question. Will there be a clan war system at launch, like Skill in Special Force 2? On the release specification, we're not going to have a clan war system on that day, but definitely we're going to apply it on our system. I mean on Black Squad. Next one. Are the NA players, I mean the North American players, going to play with European players together? What we're going to do right now is, once you connect to our client server, you're going to find a room where you can play with your own region. For example, there are a channel list like the NA region, European region, but of course everyone can connect to any regions you like.
TV는 하나.
Okay, but the database will be a global database. That's the one database. So even if you connect to the North American region or European region, you're going to have a same like inventory system and all the datas. So you can just play in either North American region, or you can either play in the European region, or once we get up the other servers, you can just go around and around.
그래서 리전이 늘어나더라도 어쨌든
Yes.
계속 같이 할 수 있다.
Yes, speak in English, please.
No.
Okay, next one. Is there IP block for players coming from Russia? Actually, we're going to have an IP block, but not for the Russia. We're going to have an IP block for the Asian region first.
서비스 하고 있는
Because on Asia, we're currently servicing in Korea, Indonesia, and Japan. So we cannot service on Steam the Black Squad on that region. So everyone is open. Everyone can connect to the Black Squad on Steam, aside from Korea, Indonesia, and Japan. Is there a ping limit setting when creating a room? Everyone can create a room on a game channel, and you don't have any ping what do you call it? Ping limit. So you can just create the room without having a bad lags. Next questions. Someone asked this question. Please do not add unreal weapons, knives, effects, and childish skins to the game. Childish skins to the game. So for this one, are we going to add any childish skins? Mr. Lee, can you please answer this question for me?
뭐 일단은 정통 밀리터리 게임인 만큼
First, it's a military game, casual military game.
최대한 밀리터리 룩에 맞춰서 이펙트나 스킨 디자인을 할 거고, 그러니까 다른 일반 라이트하고 캐주얼한 FPS처럼 그렇게 과도한 이펙트의 스킨은 우리도 지향할 수는 있다. 우리는 최대한 게임을 즐기는 이용자들의 건의를 받아 스킨을 제작하기 때문에 너희들이 원치 않으면 만들진 않는다 정도로 요약해 주시면 될 것 같아요.
Okay, what he have said is that as what users give us a comment, we all know that our Black Squad is a military game, so we also don't want to add any effects or designs which are going to be really childish. So what can I say? Too much. So maybe a little bit, because in Korean version, there are some effects that may look like a little bit childish. But for the Steam version, we haven't decided yet. But since you guys, if you guys give us any comments that you don't want any like childish designs and effects, then we won't be adding, not all, but some maybe, but we have to check this out with the developer as well. Okay, next question. Is there going to be any website for the game which would include forums, support, and other mainstream parts like other FPS games have? Currently, we're making our main homepage. It's going to be ready this month, on May. And for the community forums, we don't have any forums on our homepage. We want to use the community base on the Steam website first. But of course, if the community keeps growing and if our game will do better on Steam platform, then we do want to add some forums on our homepage as well. Or we can also use other forums and blogs if you guys have much interest in our Black Squad. Okay, for the next one. Is this game going to be based on Steam platform only, or there will be separate launchers as well? For our game, we're not going to have any different launcher on our homepage or any other homepages or websites. You can only download your game through Steam and you can play the game on Steam only. When can we expect closed beta test announcement, and when will be the exact date of the CBT?
확인 중.
For this one, a lot of you guys were asking through the Facebook and Twitter and Discord when we're going to give away like a beta keys, or when we're going to have the CBT. We're still discussing within our team and the developer if we're going to have our CBT or just go forward to the early access. So probably this month we will decide it and tell you guys if we're going to have a CBT or not. Okay, for the next question, what are the plans with the competitive scene in this game? Are there plans to join a particular platform such as ESL? For the competitive scene, of course, we want to have it for the European users, for the Brazilian users, for the North American users. But as of now, we don't have specific plans yet, but of course we do want to have our competitive scene and want to see you guys playing this game competitively on the near future. So of course, if we get a lot of love from you guys, we're going to open the competition for you guys. This could be an offline or an online competition. Next one. What will be the system requirements? I have printed out the system requirements on this paper. I'm not sure.
Steam store page.
Oh wait, I'm going to show. By the way, we have just opened a Steam store page, so you can check this out. I'm going to show you this one right away. One moment. So this one is this is Steam platform. Go to search, type in Black Squad. Once you type in the Black Squad, you're going to see the Black Squad. That it's now officially on the Steam store page. I'm going to click it. It's up, it's ready. For the release date, it says summer 2017, but we're not sure if it's going to be on June or July. Okay. For the system requirements, here are the system requirements. For the minimum, it only requires a processor of Core 2 Duo, which is very low. So even your computer is not that high end, also the low end computers can play the Black Squad smoothly. Next question. Will the weapons sold in the game item shop purchasable with gold be permanent or timed? For this one, we have just decided like 3 weeks ago with our developer. We've received from them and we talked with them, had a meeting with them. We want to have it as a permanent for the main weapons like guns you shoot, but we're also going to have a timed weapon which is going to be grenades. And is it the characters?
아, 캐릭터도 연구고 스모크, 플래시뱅,
Yes.
그 다음에
Okay. The character is going to be permanent as well.
방어구 이렇게 세 가지 종류만 기간.
For the timed one, the armory. Do you say it armory? Yeah, it's an armor. That's going to be a timed one. And all the weapons that you throw, like the flashbang, like the grenades, and the smoke grenades, that's going to be a timed weapon.
나머지는
And everything will be
일단 연구
permanent.
생각하고 있다.
We're thinking about having it a permanent. This isn't really a question, but a request. He said, lol. When the game comes out, can you please sell the BSN skin weapons in the cash shop? What he meant by here, the BSN skin, is that BSN stands for the Black Squad Night, which is the competitive scene in Korea we're having right now. We did have the BSN as a, is it 5th league already? And every time we have a BSN league, we do give the players and the users of a BSN league skin weapons, which is really cool. But that skin is only for Korean league, so we're not going to apply it on the Steam version. But once we're going to have a BSN league for the Europeans, Americans, and Steam users, for the Brazilians, then we can make a BSN skin for Steam version only. Next questions. It's a short one. Can you sprint? In Black Squad, you cannot sprint. But once, depending on what weapons you're holding, for example, you're holding a sniper, then you're walking really slow. And if you're holding a knife, then you're walking really fast. So it feels like you're sprinting, but it's not really a sprinting. Do snipers one shot? Sniper, I believe, is there to kill players with one shot. So of course, our snipers do one shot. But those snipers with the, what do you call it? Like automatic snipers, it doesn't one shot.
아, 하드 펀처리는 헤드 터지면 원샷이
But
가능한데,
of course,
라이플 종류에서도 연사력이 좋은 총기, 그 다음에 데미지가 좋은 총기가 있어서 데미지가 좋은 라이플은 한두 발 정도.
but of course, if you headshot the player, the characters, it's going to be one shot. Yes. So you have the opportunity to save the game if you shoot in the head of the characters, like 5 versus 1, to become a hero, just have a headshot to have a one shot. Okay, next one. Can you jump shoot with sniper? In reality, if you think about it, if you're holding a sniper and you jump to shoot the sniper, and if I want to shoot that guy, it's really impossible. So in our game also, wait, someone turned off the, okay, it's turned on. So if you jump and use the sniper, of course you can trigger your sniper.
스나이퍼는 홀딩하고 쏘는 방식이라서.
But as he have said, you have to stay still. Like you have to stand, you have to sit, or you have to move slowly to have a more accurate sniper shot. So once you jump and shoot the sniper, it's going to be really hard. Okay, next one. Can you quick scope with snipers? Quick scoping with snipers is possible in our game, and a lot of guys are doing it,
가능은 하죠.
but it is quite hard.
이건 숙련도에 따라서.
You have to practice a lot. Like, okay, next one. How strong are grenades? For the grenades, it depends on which location it explodes and which armor you're having on your character. So if you're going to have a heavy armor, then it's going to reduce the damage of the grenade.
국내 기준으로는 캐릭터 옵션도 있긴 있어요. 포카 데미지 뭐 20% 감소.
And also in Korean version, based on the characters, it can also reduce the damage of the grenades. Okay? So next one. Are there any attachments on the weapons? We do not have any attachments, but we do have a grenade launcher which is attached below the weapon where you can shoot. It's just like a grenades, but a faster grenades. So you can have a tactics play more tactically during the game using the grenade. Okay, next question. How is the recoil of the weapons? The recoil of the weapons is different on all weapons. For example, if you're using an AK-47, then the recoil, of course, will have a huge, huge distance. But if you're going to use different weapons, that's going to hit on the one, like the recoil of the AK-47 will go up once you hit it, but some other weapons, once you hit it, it won't go up at that much as the AK-47, but it will go up a little bit. And for some weapons, if you take the zoom in and try to shoot the character, the recoil is totally different from not zooming in and having a zoom out. Next one, will you focus on esports as much as you do in Korea? Okay, I have mentioned earlier that Korea we're doing a lot of BSN leagues, but for the Steam version we're thinking about it, but currently we don't have a specific plan yet. Next one, will you allow the community to vote for the rules? What he meant by here for the rules is, I think, for the competitive scene. Of course, we want to make the Black Squad to grow as the community grows. So we want to listen from you, and if you want to apply the rules, you can, of course, you can just give us a comments or email so we can apply it from to our competitive scene. Right, next one. Will there be a tournament channel where the rules are forced? For this one, same as well. If we're going to have a specific plan for the tournaments, then of course we're going to apply it. In Korean version, we do have a tournament channel in our client, so I believe we're going to have it on the Steam version as well in the near future. Next, for this question, someone was asking are you going to change the design of M4A1 and AK-47 because both are thin and ugly?
M4 쪽은 개발사에서도 말을 한번 했었어요. 근데 아직 수정에 대해서는 정해진 건 없고, AK47은 개발사 쪽에서도 아직은 별 말은 없긴. 근데 둘 다 클래식 버전 총기라서 뭐 건의를 해준다면 그걸 수정 반영해서 적용을 할 수는 있을 것 같아요. 아직은 예정이 없다. 로 해주시면 되지 않을까.
Okay, for this question, for the M4A1, developer is also aware of it that the weapon is little bit ugly.
몇 가지 디자인적인
Not
어글
on the design side, they said they want to change something, but we're not sure if that's our first priority to fix it, to fix the design, but we're talking about it. But for the AK-47, we don't have any plans yet. But of course, if you give us any comments, then we can talk with the developers and apply it. Okay, next one. I think this question is a really important question. Will there be a matchmaking with ranks like in CSGO? For the matchmaking system, we have applied a matchmaking system in Korean version to apply it to the Steam version. So we're going to have it on the Steam version for the matchmaking. But for the rank matchmaking, developer will develop it and it is on the high priority as well. So we're going to apply it probably when?
가장 빨리.
Very soon, he said. Because we've been talking to developer as well that we badly need the rank matchmaking system.
개발사도 가장 중요하게 생각하는 시스템이라서.
And that system is also that what developer is thinking as a high priority as well to apply on the Steam version. So you can expect to have a rank matchmaking system maybe very soon. Yes. All right, next questions. This one is also very important. Will there be a localization, for example, as in line of sight? For the localization, we're going to have 5 different languages. But on the date of release, we're going to have only English version. But what 5 different languages will be? First one,
브라질, 러시아,
Portuguese. Second one,
러시아,
Russian. Third,
독일,
German. Fourth,
나머지 두 개는 유럽 국가 중에 정해질 것 같긴 한데
it may be a Spanish and Italian. Okay. Next question.
끝 아니에요? 또 있어? 아,
Will the game be paid for or free? So, free or pay? Free or pay?
딱 여기
Okay, I will show you this our Steam store page first. If you can see, you search for our Black Squad, you're going to see a free to play. So it's going to be free to play. Back to our stream. Next question. Will you partner with YouTubers? We definitely want to partner with all the YouTubers, streamers, and the mods for the community websites. And we are as we have said earlier, currently we're making a homepage for the Blackscoat website, and we're going to have a partner page where you can apply for a partner. For the partners, we have different benefits. For the benefits, you can find it out soon on our website. I'm going to post it there. So please apply. Right, for the next question. Do you have the exact release date for this one, June or July? We haven't decided yet. We've been talking for this one much, and we need a final confirmation. Next one. I think every questions are answered because some questions are duplicated because the questions are the servers, where will the servers be available, and will the Brazilian servers be ready on the release date. It will be our first priority. Okay, we're all done with our questions that I have collected, so